taken from today so far?
Well, just like all these things that the growth of the hemp industry, where it was 10 years ago to where it is now. Saskatoon berries, right? That everyone's had a Saskatoon pie. Well, they're now like turning that into a Saskatoon powder, and the goal is to make Saskatoon the product that are right there next to blueberries and things. And like all these advancements that people are trying to make and working hard. And then the main thing you take away is how you need like constant reminders that you don't need, you can buy everything locally produced pretty much, right? Besides your coffee, everything else you can get here, and you just need these reminders that there are all these farmers. That's the other thing, was you can, the amount of things you can buy directly from the farmer, you don't need the middle person, it ending up at your supermarket for 10 times as much. You can just go to them, just go buy it.
Obviously, you're a great supporter of our locally grown food.
Yeah, and it's funny how, but it's so easy. Like, you know, it's not like you have to work hard to eat locally.
Exactly.
It's there. You just have to remember to do it, basically.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's cool.
Thank you very much.
GOB68. Roger, go ahead. Your favorite foods, foods that you love, and foods that you hate.
Okay, I'm Portuguese. Now, I like all foods, but being Portuguese, there's, Mom makes certain foods. Octopus stew.
Wow. Octopus stew. Tell us about that.
Mom makes it with octopus, obviously, and with potatoes, and the gravy is to die for, but I also like the octopus. I mean, I just love it. I mean, I like all foods, but being Mom and Mom's home-cooked meals, octopus is the more exotic one that I like. I love, actually.
And the ones that you hate?
My wife is Spanish, and their steady diet is beans. They can have beans with anything. They got beans by themselves. They can live. No, that's not me. I don't like, for instance, chili. Chili with beans, I don't care for too much. I just don't like beans like at all.
Roger,
I get a lot of gas. I don't need that.
Roger, thank you so very much for joining us this morning, 780-6868. And a lot of what we eat is based on our ethnic background as well, what you eat growing up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it doesn't matter where you're from, Ukrainian, or if you're from the Caribbean, where I'm from. I mean, at the end of the day, you embrace what you know growing up, what your mother cooked for you.
Now, what did your mom cook for you at a young age? Help us understand your diet when you were growing up.
Well, everything really. I mean, a combination of Canadian cuisine as well as Caribbean. So in regards to working with plant, and what my mother worked with quite well, to potatoes, to different ways of preparing different types of proteins. I mean, it was a wide span from macaroni and cheese to a curry goat dish. I mean, you name it. Based on what day I'm walking into that house, my mother's creating a dish for us. You never knew what you were going to get, either North American or some Caribbean influence.
And all very nutritional?
For the most part. I mean, I'll be honest with you, every dish that I had generally had rice with it. I mean,
Right.
God bless her, but it was starch every day. And we loved it. That's all we knew growing up, so it was pretty easy back then.
Michael, what do we get too much in our diets these days of? Is it too starchy? Is it too, what is it too much
It's
of?
actually too much. Starch, simple sugars, if you actually look at the data from somewhere like the USDA, the amount of fat in our diet really hasn't changed very much over the past century. The thing which has increased significantly over the last 30 to 40 years is the level of simple sugars like glucose, sucrose, fructose from fruit, the stuff you put into sort of fizzy drinks, the colas of this world. All of those things have gone up tremendously, and we wonder why we're fat.
And that all contributes to the
That all
problems
contributes.
that we have.